This award is so special to me and means so much to me, as being a former youth in care and being in the child welfare system to now being on an RSG within the welfare system. Writing and reading has been something that has been my lifeline. It's been the force that has kept me going throughout my life.
I'm so grateful to be receiving this award, and I would like to thank my donor personally for this recognition, as improving the coverage of Black communities is a topic that I'm very passionate about.
I love studying journalism because it gives me the tools I need to make sense of the world and share that insight with others. A career in journalism is exciting to me because I admire the hard work journalists do in keeping us all informed and entertained.
We as humans deserve to be aware of one another, our fellow neighbors, colleagues, and strangers' perspectives. It helps us empathize and produce grace for one another.
I've always wanted to be a journalist since I was 6 years old, and I have now finally planned out my course of action, which is to become a human rights journalist. The main thing that has drawn me to journalism was being able to speak on a topic that others are too scared to speak on, and to help those who are in need and cannot access the help themselves.
A lot of the time, we confuse people who don't have the means to make their voices heard for people that have no voices at all. And so by pursuing journalism, I hope to change that misconception by amplifying those voices and their stories instead of speaking for them. This award will be part of the means to help me do that. So thank you so much.
My love for journalism was my ticket to working in the Middle East on a TV broadcast. I love the experience I gathered and the people I met.
From my own experience just growing up as a Black woman and constantly seeing my community misrepresented, this is part of my motivation for why I chose journalism as a career.
I would love to translate my experiences into expertise. I want to be the man that's frontline going and getting the story straight from the source.
All of us go into journalism because we have such unique perspectives on the world. We are all unique individuals, and that is what ultimately drew me to journalism. I know my voice and where I've been and my story.
In the future, I hope to continue on this path of uncovering the ways systemic oppression shows up in our daily lives, and also speaking to those who are overcoming it.
What drew me to journalism was the idea of being able to help people using my words, whether that be representing underserved communities or writing about stories that usually go untold.
Winning this award is not only recognition for my achievements, but it's also a huge honor and motivation going forward in my studies and also my journalistic career to keep pushing myself further than what I believe is the best of my ability.
This podcast has truly been the highlight of our journalism career so far, as it's allowed us to step foot into so many different newsrooms to talk about it, but also interview remarkable individuals with great insights on youth voting.
Congressmen, councilmen, young guys, young women, just everybody.
And I have been awarded the Len Coates Memorial Award for the most promising journalist, having completed their second year. I'd like to thank my donor for opening up my world and being able to give me opportunities that I would have never otherwise had.
I love working with different communities. That's what I love about Toronto. That's what I love about journalism in Toronto. It gives you access to so many things, so many places, and there's always something new to learn, something new to explore. And I'm really excited about what the future holds. Thank you so much.
Without TMU and the journalism program, none of us would have met, and none of us would have been able to start this podcast and be able to do such amazing things.
As I grew up, I always knew I loved being on camera, talking to other people, and sharing stories, which led me to journalism. I chose TMU because of the opportunities it offers, the network I would build, and my love for the city.
I am honored to be this year's recipient of the Donner Canadian Foundation Howard Intrator Memorial Scholarship. I want to thank those who made this scholarship possible, because it's inspiring early career journalists such as myself to pursue reporting in business journalism.
When I think back to when I first got here and to my first day at TMU, I honestly didn't think if I would even be able to continue my education. If I had stayed back home and did the Taliban's regime, I probably wouldn't be in school, never mind to be the recipient of an award or speaking with you all in this room today. My life might have been confined to the walls of a kitchen or hidden behind a black burqa. But today, I have the privilege of being educated, of telling stories that matter.
It means so much to me to be recognized for my determination in reporting, and this is definitely something I would like to continue to do after school.
I'm excited about the prospect of becoming a journalist and entering the workforce because I think it is a very important profession to our entirety of our society. And I think we as young journalists have such a responsibility and opportunity to shape what the next generation of journalism is going to look like in Canada.
I started doing journalism really because of the power of storytelling and how it has the ability to connect people and help people learn and understand the world around them.
What excites me the most about being a journalist is the way I'm able to connect with other people and tell stories. As a journalist, I'm able to be a voice for different communities, and that's what I find the most rewarding. I have a passion for video and broadcast journalism, so being able to record stand-ups, go out and record video, and sit at the desk and tell stories are things that excite me the most.
Because journalism isn't just a career for me, it's been my lifeline. It's what has helped me survive and what makes sense of everything I have lived through.
Winning this award really affirms the importance of that storytelling, especially in the marginalized, racialized communities who have traditionally not been given the ability to tell their stories and have their narratives heard in Canadian journalism.
For me, after graduation, I would like to continue to tell stories about communities in any different way I can. It means so much to me to be able to humanize systemic issues, and I feel that this is one way we can move forward in the world. And winning this award allows me to believe that I can do this.
Ever since I knew I wanted to be a journalist, I knew I wanted to study at TMU. I loved the opportunities for hands-on learning and to learn from professors with real experience in the field.
Winning this award proved that I could do anything that I put my mind to. I remember when I was working on this assignment, I felt really insecure about what I was doing. I hadn't done anything when it comes to photojournalism, and whether it came from the technology I was using, or camera placements, or just making sure that I was doing something satisfactory, I felt really insecure in what I was trying to do and that my work was not good enough. So being able to achieve this award shows that I can do things out of my comfort zone.
One of my favorite journalism experiences so far has been getting the opportunity to attend the 2024 Resonate Podcast Festival. I was lucky enough to be chosen amongst 3 other students to attend the festival at the ICA at the Virginia Commonwealth University in Richmond, Virginia. It was such a fun experience, not only getting to travel and explore a place that I've never been to before, but also getting to witness the range and variety in storytelling that the radio and podcast world had to offer.
I'm so proud to be a recipient of this award because it had always been such a dream of mine to make a documentary, and how lucky was I to be able to finally make one in my final semester at TMU. I'm so proud of our team. We spent so much time on this documentary, so many nights talking about style, talking about the structure, editing through everything. We had so much content to narrow down, so it was a lot of work, but it was so much fun, and it's one of my favorite things that I've done.
I'm super honored to accept the Chinese Canadian Community Scholarship Award. This award means so much to me. One of my favorite things about the program was getting the chance to tell those important stories that really matter to different communities around the city.
I'm extremely grateful for the award. I decided to study journalism because of my passion for writing and storytelling, and I hope to be able to spend my journalism career sharing as many stories as I can that highlight creativity and bring people together.
I loved studying journalism at TMU because my time here was marked by hands-on learning and deep collaboration both in the newsroom and the real-world environment, which have really shaped me not just as a journalist but also as a person.
I'm most excited about becoming an advocate for many different communities in the GTA. My favorite experience as a journalist was my first freelancing job after I graduated, where I was able to report on an art exhibition that featured Black Canadian artists.
And introduced me to a whole new world of journalism that I was previously not very familiar with. And this entire experience has been very inspiring for me as I navigate life post-graduation.
Winning this award means a lot to me, and I would also like to personally thank and acknowledge Yelena Vermillion, the main voice and central figure of my team's podcast episode from Season 3 of We Met You When, Sex in the Archives. I want to thank her for allowing us to step into her world and trusting us to tell a fraction of her story. It allowed me to push myself and go beyond my limits in bettering my understanding of duty of care to become a better storyteller.
And I'm so grateful that this award really inspires me to continue to be able to do that in my career as a journalist.
It's my hope that I can take the skills and experiences that I have gained here at TMU and apply them to a career which can help people and truly make a difference.
Winning this award meant a lot to me because it gave me recognition for the hard work that I did last year in the review of journalism, where I got to be head of research and do fact-checking, which I really enjoyed and hope to be able to continue doing as well.
I want my career to take me anywhere that means advocating for others and making a real difference in people's lives. It is a great honor to win this award and motivates me to keep going.
Being part of the journalism school across the last 2 years has given me endless amount of opportunities and experiences that I constantly find myself sitting back on and reflecting. Nothing sticks out more than my long feature about shawarma. In the space of 2 to 3 months, I got to connect and explore some really great characters, business owners, chefs that have traveled all across the world to come here and perfect what they say is the best shawarma sandwich. The pitch came to me when I was thinking about my feature class, eating a shawarma. And what I got to uncover after many conversations with experts, chefs, business owners, customers, and of course, a lot of shawarma wraps themselves, is that a shawarma wrap is more than just a meal. It's a way of showcasing culture, values, sending kindness across certain population. And that to me was an experience and a moment of learning that I hold very dearly to myself.
I want to thank the Creighton family for generously donating the Douglas Creighton Award. I won this award last winter for receiving the top marks in covering the city, which is our intro to reporting class. Thanks to generous donors like you, I've been able to really focus on my reporting. Last year, my beat for this class was Kensington Market, which I now know very well. While covering the market, I was able to publish 2 pieces for Toronto Today, which then appeared on Apple News.
I'm excited by the prospect of being a journalist because it allows me to follow my curiosity, but more importantly, allows me to ask difficult questions of institutions and people in power. After graduation, I hope to keep engaging with diasporic and queer communities. I'm especially drawn to long-form, deeply reported storytelling that keeps people informed and represents voices that have been historically left out of the media or misrepresented.
Once again, I am so immensely grateful to be receiving this award, and words cannot describe how grateful I am.
I am so thankful for these awards, and I want to show my deep appreciation to the donors for recognizing my hard work and dedication.
Winning this award means a lot to me. I'm a first-generation student. Having a school and a donor pick me out to win this money has been beyond generous, and I am eternally grateful.
For a career path that I want to pursue, this award is a step in the right direction, and I am very grateful.
As I get closer to the end of my studies, I'd like to say thank you to my donor.
Thank you for choosing me for this award. It is a huge honor to receive it, as well as a huge motivation for me.
We want to thank Amanda so much for awarding us with this award, and we're so grateful to know that our podcast is getting so much support and recognition.
Particularly since it's about democracy, something that's really important today, especially for Gen Z.
To Anne and Dean Tudor, who sponsored the award, I would like to say thank you. And a thank you for believing in this kind of journalism and how it can help change and transform the industry for the better.
Thank you for believing in me and all these students in this room. And thank you for helping me keep this dream alive.
So thank you once again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So thank you so much.
Thank you for championing student journalism. Your support means more now than ever.
I want to say thank you to the donor of this award. It means a lot to be honored for the hard work me and my peers put into our magazine prospectus.
And to my donor, thank you so much. This award means more than I can explain, and it reinforced the time, effort, and hard work I've put into becoming a journalist over the years. Winning this award means I'm able to continue my education and pursue my passion for broadcast journalism as a visible minority in the city.
When I heard that I had won this award, I was very happy, and I would just like to thank the donors for creating this award to encourage the next generation of journalists.
I would love to say thank you to everyone who helped make this award happen.
So thank you. I'm very, very grateful for this opportunity.
Thank you for this award. I am very appreciative of it.
I'd like to say a huge thank you to the generosity of the Atkinson Foundation for this award and to the School of Journalism for recognizing me.
I want to say thank you, or as we say in Seneca, Nyawe, so much to both sets of donors for these incredible awards. Awards like these go so far, not just for me, but for all the journalists before me and all who will come after.
Thank you to Wanda Stankiewicz and her family for this award.
Thank you so much for investing in young journalists and for believing that journalism education matters.
Winning the Gordon Sinclair Award is an immense and tremendous honor. It will push me to work on stories that showcase depth, value, fairness, and compassion. And most importantly, it continues to showcase the legacy of Gordon Sinclair himself.
Thank you so much again, and I'm so happy to spend the afternoon with you all.